Hi there, Wayne Jennings here. I recently purchased a new lens for my Sony mirrorless camera. This is a Rokinon 14mm wide-angle lens, but it's no ordinary lens. This is a cine lens, specifically designed for shooting video. So what makes this lens so special? What gives it its cine designation? Well, first of all, let me start off by saying this is a completely manual lens. There's nothing automatic about this. You want to focus, you turn the focus ring. You want to set the aperture, you turn the aperture ring. So you can get really precise with what you want to do, but you got to do it yourself. Now, I like the fact the focus, because it's manual, it has a true end stop at infinity. Not like some autofocus lenses when you switch them to manual and you just keep cranking and cranking. This one, when you turn it to the end, click, it stops at infinity. So that's a nice feature to have, especially when you're doing astrophotography of the stars and things like that. The other thing you may notice, this has these little geared rings, one on the focus ring, one on the aperture ring. That's so you can attach a focus knob on the side. You may have seen some people use these with a special cage, a special rig, and a monitor, and they have these knobs on the side you can turn to set the focus and the aperture. I don't use those, but that's something you could add if you wanted to. But the biggest bonus to having a lens like this is what they call the declicked aperture ring. So the aperture down here, that opens and closes the lens, but it's declicked. That means as you turn it, you get a smooth transition from wide open to a smaller aperture. And it's so much easier than saying on some electronic cameras, going through the menu and clicking up or down, or turning a little wheel, or with a non-cine lens, as you turn the aperture ring, it would click between f-stops. This doesn't, it's just smooth. And where that comes in handy, say you're doing a shot from, say, a dark forest and you're panning over to a sunlit lake. Well, there's going to be quite a change in light. Well, with this declicked aperture ring, you can just rotate it as you pan. So, start in the forest, maybe shooting wide open, and as you pan over, you turn the aperture ring and close down, and then you're seeing the light. There's no sharp change of light. Sometimes with an automatic system, yeah, it'll go from dark to light, but there may be some fluctuation in between. With a manual system like this, you can, practice a few times, but you can get it really, really smooth. And that's the big advantage to using a manual cine lens. Rokinon makes a full line of lenses with mounts for all the popular brands, including Canon, Nikon, Fuji, Pentax, Samsung, and Micro Four Thirds. The lens I purchased has a Sony E mount designed to fit my Sony a6000. With this camera's crop factor of 1.5, the 14mm lens gives me an effective focal length of 21mm with a 94-degree angle of view. The lens comes packaged with front and back lens caps, an instruction booklet and a warranty card, and a nicely padded carrying pouch. Weighing in at 21 ounces, that's about 600 grams, it's not exactly a lightweight lens, but the build quality is impressive and it feels solid and rugged in your hands. The focus and aperture rings rotate smoothly and easily with no noticeable drifting. This lens incorporates a built-in petal-shaped lens hood. The downside to this design means there is no threaded filter ring on the front. So, unless you're using some kind of a matte box, well, forget about attaching your favorite neutral density filter to this lens. But on a positive note, I found this lens to be extremely capable when it comes to capturing high-quality, detailed video sequences.
check out and in on the truck.
Like what, $40, $60 a day? All of the rice fields.
And with the precise manual focus and the fairly fast T 3.1 aperture, this lens is perfect for shooting the night sky.